So I'm out here on the streets on Brickell with my man Brendan Boyd. Word on the street, man, says you hit $100,000 in a month doing podcasts.
Yeah, that was easy, man. Next month we're gonna turn up. We're gonna do 300.
300.
Yeah, we're doing 300.
How in the world can somebody hit 300K doing podcasts?
Well, the first thing, most podcasters, they don't have offers. They rely on brand deals and sponsorships to make money. That's not how you make money. The only people who make money like that are gonna be your celebrities, your athletes, people that have a large personal brand. The average podcast is not gonna make money like that. So they need to realize they need to create offers, and they have to understand they got the platform. People are coming to the podcast to watch, to view, to share. So if you got the platform, you create products and then you leverage the platform and to get your sales.
What do you say to the people who feel discouraged about reaching out to these businesses to be on the podcast? You know, if they have a small number on their podcast, what advice do you have for the small accounts who's just starting out on podcasts?
Scared money don't make money at the end of the day. And having a small account doesn't even matter, because even small business owners, right? They still even small business owners, they still have to make sales, right? So you got to be able to get out of your comfort zone. So if they're gonna stay scared, they're gonna be afraid of money. So if they like money, then they need to grow. If you're gonna grow, you gotta go after what you want. So all they gotta do is, there's actually a strategy that I call the local brand deal. So they can go to businesses that they currently patronize. Like me, there's a coffee shop I go to pretty much every single morning. I got a relationship with that owner. I got a relationship with the manager. I don't even got to order. They know when I come in what I'm going to get. So guess what? Since we have a relationship, I've been spending money with them for a very long time. So it's easy for me to be like, hey, listen, business owner, look, I got a podcast. You know what I want to do? I would love for you to be a sponsor of my podcast. It's only going to cost you X, Y, Z. Actually, it's only going to cost you $1,000. We're going to do 4 episodes. That's $4,000. I'm going to feature on the podcast. I'm going to put you in every single episode and promote your business. Now that's $4,000. That's one. You know what I'm saying? Now go get a couple of those.
You just broke down the whole blueprint for you.
That's the easy thing to do. Like, the thing is, people make up all these excuses for things that they say they want, but they don't really want it. Their actions are going to say and dictate what they really want. So if they really want it, you can go get a local brand deal with people that in your city, in your town, and even in your state. All you got to do is reach out to them. But the thing is this, you was talking about small. You know what? If they decided to just produce 200 episodes, that's going to put them in the top 3% of podcasters just doing the work. So a lot of them are afraid of doing the work, and that's why they say small, they don't make no money.
So who's the best coach in the world that they can go to for type of podcast help?
So this is the thing. I think it's me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's people out there right now that don't want to pay me, but they want to run my plays. There's people out there right now that are paying attention to my strategies and they're running the strategies. There's people out there right now that don't believe that they can make money and they're tapped in, and I'm showing them exactly what they need to do so they can monetize their podcast. But you know what else is really crazy? Most podcasters don't even have a podcast for real. It's a hobby. It's a hustle. It's something that they do sometimes. If a podcaster was smart, they would make a media business, right? And all that means is basically they take their media business and they create it by making sure they got the LLC that's properly structured, their credit is properly structured, right? The media business is properly structured, and they go get access to funding. And now you can use that funding, leveraging other people's money to grow your business. We could do this all day, bro.
Yo, you hear this, guys? You guys got to listen to Brendan. He's on to something. Man, I've been to his class, by the way. I just want to give him a huge shout out. He just had a master class in a room full of other entrepreneurs, and honestly, I walked away out of there feeling inspired. And I know a lot of people's lives got impact in that room, man. So
yeah, I showed him how to make over $25,000 without even doing a full podcast. I introduced a theory called the micro podcast. You know what I'm saying? So if you run a micro podcast, aka a street interview, right, and you do 100 episodes, you make $25,000. And depending on who you are, it might even take you less. But the thing is, people aren't going to do it. The money's out there. There's no shortage of money, right? So go get your bread, actually execute on a thing that you say you want to execute on. You know how many people hit me up like, I want to do a podcast, Of course you want to do one. It sounds nice, but are you actually going to do what it takes to keep up the pod, let alone get to the money?
Right, exactly. It's all about mindset at the end of the day. What is a morning ritual that you would do in the mornings to keep you high, elevated in that energy?
I like doing something really, really hard in the morning. So for me, it's getting uncomfortable, doing 300 push-ups, running a mile, hitting the gym, you know what I'm saying, doing my pull-ups, doing my dips. But before I do any of that, I got to have my relationship with God. I got to thank God You know what I'm saying? I gotta be grateful for the day. I happen to live in Miami, so the first thing I see, literally when I open my eyes, is the water. I get to see the bay. You know what I'm saying? I'm so grateful. I have all this gratitude. You know what I'm saying? But I like doing hard things first. If you do hard things, everything else is easy. I don't always want to hit the gym in the morning. I don't always want to hit that mile. But I tell you what, I feel better every single time that I do it. There's never one time that I do it and I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. But more times than not, people don't do the things that they want to do and they regret that after.
Man, that's wise. I got one last question for you, man. These shades. Tell me about these shades for a minute, because they look hard on you.
Man, listen, these shades is crazy. And, I mean, I just got to be honest. You're the mastermind behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you about these shades right here.
You're
that
the
we got
mastermind. I heard they were plant-based.
They are plant-based. They're polarized. They got Ison etched on the side. Man, these sunglasses have been selling like crazy. The hottest in South Florida right now. And they're the hottest in South Florida for a reason. Also, the shirt custom designed by my girlfriend as well. Okay. So we're out here styling and profiling. We're cooking. We're cooking.
At the end of the day, I feel like I'm the proper person to wear these glasses because I'm the plant-based dude. You know what I'm saying? So the plant-based dude needs some plant-based glasses. You know what I'm saying?
What's the secret sauce on how I can make some bread with these sunglasses?
100%. So you do street interviews, right?
Right.
So a couple of different ways you can make money. Number one, I would make sure that you obviously wearing a pair of glasses, but I would have the glasses as an upsell to every single interview. So let's say your interviews are, I don't know what you charge, but let's say your interviews are $500. Then I would say, hey, the interviews are $600 and they come with a pair of glasses. So you don't really even gotta upsell them. All you gotta do is put the glasses in the price of the interview. To them, they're gonna think it's a bonus. And for you, you're gonna be selling a pair of glasses and they're probably gonna be marked up a little bit more than they would sell if they just bought the glasses. Right? So now every time I do an interview, every single person that does the interview will be potentially wearing a pair of glasses while they're doing the interview and you're getting paid, which is gonna create free marketing. Then another thing that you can do is if you have an affiliate offer, every single person that gets a pair of glasses, they can get the affiliate. So I'm doing an interview with you, I'm wearing the glasses, now I can shout it out on my Instagram, my story, I can post, I can email it, I can blast it out, and then I can get, I don't know what it is, but it might be 25%, 50%, 30%, right? So every time I share, because people want to be like me or people want to be like whoever you're getting glasses to, they're going to sell glasses for you and you don't got to do nothing. Another thing that you can do is you connected with Bishop, you connected with Mike, you connected with Amari and a lot of other creators in Miami. Make them affiliates. Get interviewed by them wearing your glasses, which is free marketing in every single episode. Give them affiliates, put commercials in those episodes. You're gonna be cooking and making money, and guess what? You're not even doing nothing. You're just putting that in their episodes, which is creating digital real estate. And by the way, a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners with products and services, they can do this, right? Because every single episode of a podcast or a street interview is literally digital real estate, but most people park nothing on their street.
Damn. They're just doing it for a hobby, right?
Listen, they're just doing it for a hobby. They don't know how valuable the content or the platform is, bro.
Man,
Yeah.
You heard it straight from the source, guys. All the information. What else do you have to offer for the people who want to get more connected with you?
So listen, if you guys want to learn how to monetize your podcast, fund your podcast, market your podcast, create products and services for your podcast, what you need to do is come to my 4-day mentorship, Speak More, Make More.live. That's Speak More, Make More.live. Or you could just comment Speak below and get a link to it.
Let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate your time.